I'm not sure if anyone noticed, but a few months ago my YouTube channel was terminated due to copyright strikes, and I just wanted to explain how that happened and what it was like to go through that. The short version is someone working for a large company with a strong relationship with YouTube took issue with one of my videos and filed takedowns for 60 of my videos. This resulted in 13 copyright strikes on my channel, and an account is automatically terminated after 3 strikes. I'm not going to go into who it was because I'm not interested in starting some legal battle with them. The only reason I have my channel back is because they retracted the takedowns, which they didn't have to do. I just want to share my experience with that and move on. Okay, now for the long version. I've read quite a bit about people in my situation, and this has been going on almost as long as YouTube has existed. First, I need to briefly explain how copyright issues are handled on YouTube. Anyone can make a claim on your videos and take the ad money. Anyone can file a takedown on your videos, and YouTube will comply and issue a copyright strike. Nothing on YouTube is 100% safe. Videos that you recorded yourself with a video camera are probably the safest, but the reality is that many videos contain some copyrighted content. This is particularly true with gaming videos. The question then becomes if it's fair use or not. For example, imagine someone uploading a video of these common gaming situations. A popular copyrighted song being played in the background of a video game. A cutscene from a video game that, while short, is effectively a cinematic performance. How about a game where it is almost entirely a story with very little player input? I'm thinking of Telltale Games here, but I'm sure there are others where watching a video of the game is effectively the same as buying and playing it. I'd say some of these lean towards not fair use. On the other end of the spectrum, for example, is gameplay of a competitive first-person shooter. There's little to no pre-recorded content, and everything shown is a transformational experience being played out between other real players. But the game itself is still copyrighted. So, are these situations fair use or not? YouTube will not make this determination and says it's a matter for the courts. I can understand this because it would take an incredible amount of resources to make this determination, and they can get in serious trouble if they get it wrong. The result is that people wishing to take down a video or channel have incredible power, and the channel owner has little to no recourse. What I'm trying to establish here is that video game publishers may have a legal right to take down gameplay videos of their game. But it actually doesn't matter if they do, because YouTube will always comply with their takedown requests. And if you somehow ended up in court over the video, gameplay videos are not a slam dunk fair use. So why does YouTube act this way? Well, mainly because they have to if they want legal protection from copyright infringement of its users. The main component of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, or DMCA, offers protection to service providers if they immediately remove content that is reported to them to be copyright infringement. If they were to make their own determination if content is infringing or not, it would take an incredible amount of time and money, and they would lose this legal protection. So what does one do if they believe their video was fair use? or the takedown request was invalid for some other reason? Fortunately, the DMCA has a provision for this. It's called the counter notification. And this is how it works. You provide your personal details, including name and address, and the reason that you believe the takedown was invalid. This is then forwarded to the person that filed the takedown. Then they have 2 weeks to file a lawsuit against you for copyright infringement. If they do not, then the content is restored. So you're effectively saying to them, hey, come at me, bro. And if they don't, you win. While possible, it seems unlikely that anyone would file a lawsuit over a YouTube video, especially if the takedown was invalid. So if you're confident that the takedown is invalid, this sounds like a decent way to resolve the situation. But there are a few problems with this, some of which are probably already obvious. First, filing a counter notification starts a legal process. Prior to filing a counter notification, you've only lost a YouTube video or videos and maybe your YouTube account. While these things can be very valuable to some big YouTubers, the actual value is very low to someone like me. With a counter notification, you are intentionally opening yourself up to civil and criminal liability by taking this action. You must state under penalty of perjury that you believe the takedown is invalid. If you lie at this stage, it could be used against you in court. While criminal charges are extremely unlikely, they are possible. More likely, but still rare, is a lawsuit against you for copyright infringement. Even if you win, it could cost thousands of dollars, and if you lose, it could be hundreds of thousands of dollars. So you need to be sure that what you're saying in the counter notification is true and that you are willing to defend yourself in court. The second issue is that you have to give up your privacy. Many people enjoy just being an anonymous YouTuber. Then someone, possibly with nefarious or immoral intentions, has attacked you. Then, to resolve the situation, you have to give them your name and address while they get to remain anonymous. There have been many situations where this process has been used by stalkers or doxers to find out where YouTubers live. There is a way around this, and that is to hire a lawyer to file the counter notification for you, but that is not free. There's one more big issue with this process, but I'll get to that later. So back to my situation. My YouTube account had been terminated due to copyright strikes. When your account is terminated, it's as if it no longer exists. You cannot log in to save anything or make any changes. You can't contact YouTube through your account to try to resolve the situation. You can only email them. I was fortunate that I had saved all my videos offline, so I was not in danger of losing any of my videos permanently. This was my one and only personal YouTube account that I had used since 2007, and everything else related to it was gone. My watch history, watch later list, subscriptions, personalized video recommendations, and even all my comments on videos, all gone. Even if I created a new account, all my old subscribers would be gone and unlikely to find me again. So I was pretty upset about the situation, and I wasn't willing to just forget about it and create a new account. I believe the takedowns and copyright strikes to be invalid for multiple reasons. First, I believe my videos would be considered fair use. They're almost entirely general gameplay videos that I recorded myself. They did not contain full-length songs, movies, or even video game cutscenes. It was just recordings of me and other people playing a game, often with my own commentary added. But my best argument is that the takedown was for the wrong game. Yes, That's right. The company that filed the takedowns on my videos listed a completely different game than what appears in my videos. I do believe they actually own the rights to the game they listed, but they do not own the rights to the game in my videos. Absolutely none of my videos contain content from the game they listed. Since this was so obviously a case of misidentified content, I thought an email to YouTube would resolve the issue. I was very wrong. I made several attempts to explain the situation, but they only offered two solutions: the counter notification process I described earlier, or contacting the person that submitted the takedown and ask them to retract them. The second option seemed absolutely ridiculous. They've just intentionally had my YouTube account terminated, and you want me to beg them to take it back? As ridiculous as it sounds, I tried anyway. I emailed the contact listed on the takedown. Even though I was very upset, I was polite and I explained that the content was misidentified. I received no response, and after a week I looked into the counter notification process. Since I didn't want to expose my name and address to this person that had wronged me, I paid a lawyer to submit the counter notification on my behalf. Even though he has experience in submitting these perfectly, it was automatically rejected. The lawyer explained that this is how their system is designed. It is initially automatically rejected every time, and you have to keep submitting it until an actual person reviews it. Eventually, a real person reviewed it, and they also rejected it. Now we are getting to the last issue with the counter notification process. YouTube doesn't actually follow the counter notification process outlined in the DMCA. They have agreements with large publishers and copyright holders to deny all counter notifications. I don't have any hard evidence of these agreements, but based on what the lawyer told me, speaking with other people in my situation, and watching videos of people in this situation, it has to be true. So yes, a large publisher can take down any video on YouTube, and there is literally nothing you can do about it other than ask them to retract the takedown. They have this arrangement because large publishers submit thousands of takedowns per day. They don't have the capacity to sue hundreds of people every day, even if only 10% of them respond with counter notifications. So it's just easier if YouTube rejects all counter notifications for them. I imagine YouTube then has a higher expectation of these publishers when they submit takedowns, but it didn't stop my content from being misidentified. So if YouTube isn't following the counter notification process, aren't they violating the DMCA? I don't know, and I couldn't find much information on this. I only found one person that said YouTube considers the counter notification process a suggestion, not a requirement of the DMCA law. So, what next? I briefly considered a lawsuit against the person that filed the takedowns or YouTube, but that seemed like a terrible idea for many reasons. First, it would be difficult to find a lawyer that would even do this. Even if they get paid, they don't want to take on lost causes. I think most lawyers are basically scammers anyway, so even if they are willing to work with me, they'd primarily be interested in getting as much money out of me as possible. While I was looking into that, I found some other people in a similar situation as me. I found that some of them had success contacting the person that filed the takedowns through Discord, of all places. I did that, and after about a week, they got back to me and retracted the takedowns. Again, I don't care to get into the details of this. I was just happy to have my YouTube account back. Now for the aftermath. I believe the term chilling effect is very accurate for this situation. I haven't made a YouTube video in months. I deleted many of my videos. A long time ago, I started uploading videos to YouTube just because I thought other people would enjoy them. Now the joy in that has been taken away. Now every time I upload a video, I'll have to wonder if this will be the one that upsets someone and gets my account terminated again. If I had a large audience, I'd tell everyone to complain to YouTube about this, but I don't, and even if I did, I don't think it would make a difference. This isn't a new problem with YouTube. In my research on this issue, I found videos of people complaining about this exact situation from over 10 years ago. So it seems that YouTube will not be making any changes to fix this problem. Sorry for this long video of just me talking, but I needed to say it to the world. Now that I've done this, I hope to get back to uploading videos. I have a lot of clips recorded and waiting to be edited. Anyways, thanks for listening.